Success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you're doing or learning to do. This is a famous quote from soccer superstar Pele. Pele, among with many other soccer legends, has billions of fans worldwide. The Library of Congress estimates that among these fans, 240 million are registered to play the sport. Today, I will be talking about the deep history of soccer as well as its monumental impact on society. We'll first look into when the sport was first created in order to understand the breadth of its impact. Soccer is a historical game that has gone through many changes and makeovers during its lifetime. According to the organizational website Football History, the sport is said to have been created at least 3,000 years ago in the Mesoamerican cultures who would use a rock as their ball. It wasn't until the 12th century in England that soccer was developed more towards what we see today in the sport. Instead of a rock, they would use leather or animal bladders for their ball, which better resembles what is used today. Soccer clubs and organizations came about in the 18th century, and globalization of the sport followed soon after. With the handful of clubs, national teams that were around in the late 19th century has now turned into 211 national associations within FIFA, which is the International Federation of Association Football. Now that we're better informed on the history of soccer, we will now talk about its importance on global economy. Soccer holds great influence in global economy and the workforce. Soccer is the most popular sport, so it's no surprise that it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. FIFA makes a big amount of their income off of the World Cup, which is held every 4 years. During the 2014 World Cup, FIFA generated $5.72 billion in income. However, FIFA is not the only one that profits off of the World Cup. It is also the host countries. All the fans that come into this host country to watch the games must pay for all their travel accommodations, whether it be hotels, food, tourist attractions, etc. The workforce in the host companies also benefit, as 14 million jobs were created from 2011 to 2014 just through the World Cup. This creation of jobs helps the gross domestic production of the company and boosts their economy in the countries. There are many ways that soccer creates impacts on global economy, but we can also look at the effects on social aspects. Soccer creates and builds relations essential to forming strong communities. Pointing back to the World Cup, it brings together teams and cultures from all over. Putting differences aside, these teams are able to connect better and have a better understanding of the differing regions and cultures around the world. On a smaller scale, people connect and create relationships with their neighbors and peers, whether it be through recreational teams or high school teams. And this gives them the ability to grow community and bring their society together. Now that we're acquainted with the history and importance soccer holds over economy and community, we'll go over the main points one more time. Through deep history and multiple changes the soccer has gone through, it has shaped society economically and socially. The history of the sport spans back at least 3,000 years ago and has developed in the centuries that followed. Soccer also generates wealth and creates jobs within countries and communities with events such as the World Cup and etc. Soccer also allows those with different cultural and social backgrounds to come together and play a game fueled on passion. I will leave you with this thought that soccer is not just a game, it is a community building and restoring sport. Thank you.